What's going on, Geekdom? This is Chipmunk. We are doing a review on the movie In a Violent Nature. I have went and saw this past weekend, and as far as according to Rotten Tomatoes, the general audience didn't like the movie, but critics liked the movie, as y'all can see. I don't think it was a bad movie. Let me try to explain a little bit of the movie. Just for those who are not familiar with this movie is about a killer, kind of like Jason in a sense. He comes back to life. He we follow him as far as the audience and stuff goes, where he's traveling and going through and taking out people, whatever. And he's trying to get something back that is from his past. So, yeah, that's generally what the story is about. Just him going on his rampage of taking out people. The movie was alright. I didn't think it was bad of a movie. I understand as far as the general audience's take on it, and I understand the critics, the acclaimed critics, it's all Rotten Tomatoes and their pick on it. Because I was like, the moments of the movie is very, very good and very, very interesting. Is when we're just following the killer. I'm gonna say that the things I really did like about it were again we're doing something kind of different than other movies, following the killer and going through his past. If this is basically like if we were following Jason and he was going through his rampage, not necessarily in first person, but in third person. And you get to see a lot of the kills and stuff that he does get. The some of the kills were pretty unique, pretty interesting. I liked how they were trying different things with the movie though, because some kills you didn't see on camera, you basically have to piece together how the kill happened and what he did, just because of the carnage after. Because they'll show you the before and then they'll show you the after, and you'll see the mess or whatever. And then you just gotta piece together is like what happened in that whole sequence. But yeah, they had like those moments, and they have moments where you visually see him taking out people in some of the most gruesome death scenes that I have seen in horror films. Some were really just unnecessarily long. I'm gonna stick with what I like, but some death scenes are just pretty unique, pretty interesting. Following him, the killer, through everything and his thought processes, I guess, seeing a little bit of him in just the nature of that type of killer, like your type of Jason killer. So that's what I liked. What I didn't like in the movie is when we get to jump in third person for the some of the victims. Yeah, I didn't too much care for learning about them, since the story isn't really about them. So some of the stuff is like, I wish they would just cut some of the stuff out with a lot of the, I'm gonna say, teens that you come across with this and what's going on with them. Because we don't dive deep into their backstory or dive deep into them as characters, so I don't too much typically care. And I feel like it dragged a lot when it came to them, or the final girl. When it came to the final girl, it dragged a lot. And I was like, my gosh. So that's some of the things I didn't like. Because I was like, I didn't mind the camera just following the killer when he's walking around, going through the woods. Because to me, that didn't feel like it dragged too much. Plus, you had cuts while he's walking, so you're not really just stuck with him. The whole movie just going from point A to point B of him just walking in the woods. There was cuts in between, so it kind of bounced in time. But yeah, I didn't mind him. But for some reason, with the the regular people that he's gonna end up taking out and stuff like that, they dragged on for some reason. And that's another thing that I didn't like with the ending. I didn't too much care for the ending. That one, yeah, it bored me a lot. I would say, like, towards the end, it did bore me a lot. But yeah, it was not the most exciting when it came to the final sequences of the movie and stuff. But yeah, it's But as far as the overall story, I liked it. I liked the overall story of the film. I enjoyed what they were trying to do and the concepts that they were going with. So it's just I wish they would have kept it towards the killer the whole entire time. That's about it. But yeah. And then as far as just another thing I had complained about was one of the kills was too long to try to sit through. So I'm like, man, you can. It's a lot of things you can tell in a moment, and especially with practical effects. When you're not using visual effects, the practical effects can be more noticeable when you sit on a shot for too long. You can kind of tell, not visually real, but just what is like a fake person or a fake, this when you lean onto a shot for too long. And I felt like there was one sequence where he's doing too much when you should just go for the kill. To where it's like you already have him, you just let him just go, just bang bang, just get it over with. But he drags on and using some type of tool in order to take this person out, and it just drag on forever because it's like, okay, I got this piece. Okay, this person's still alive, and I got this. Okay, this person. Just go ahead and just end them. Just end them. It doesn't need to take 10 minutes of you messing with a machine just to take out somebody. Like it just But yeah, other than that, it's like it wasn't a bad film. I did enjoy it a lot. I think I probably would have lowered it, in my opinion, as far as what Rotten Tomatoes has it for the critic side. If I were to go with, I would go with more towards theirs, but I would lower it a little bit. I still think it deserves a good tomato as far as just the overall theme and the story and everything goes. But I think it should be around 60. I think it should be around 60%. I don't think it was that great of a film, but it was interesting for what they were doing with it. So yeah. But that's about it as far as just my thought processes and review of In a Violent Nature. Let me know how y'all felt if y'all went and y'all saw it. A lot of people I know didn't go and see it because it wasn't advertised. But for those who did, let me know if y'all liked it. I just happened onto the movie by circumstance because I was like, there's not really in the theaters I care about watching right now and going and doing a review on. Then I had saw that, I was like, what is this? And so I was like, okay, I just learned about it that weekend. This past weekend, I just learned about it. So, yeah. But if you like this video, please put a like on the video. If you'd like to subscribe, see some more of my videos, please do. Thank you all so much for jumping on and giving me a try. I really do appreciate it. Please do take care of yourselves and each other. Peace and geekdom.